Richardson tripped up as he got to the 30. Tackle was made by Kosh Bursch, but a nice return for Richardson. As the Hogs down 10 here in the second quarter, taken by Lawrence Richardson, who has some blocks on the outside. Lawrence Richardson stood up at the 42-yard line. Nice return and good field position when Thomas was injured. 3rd and 8. Intercepted, read perfectly by Lawrence Richardson, who stays in bounds. Touchdown! Donahoe on for the extra point. They called him Robin to go with Batman, the freshman corner. Well, Robinson picks one off, takes it to the house, a 45-yard return. 9 more yards than they have on offense all night. But now it's a 3-point game. Sophomore from Galveston, Texas, Lawrence Richardson, cramped up after that touchdown. Memphis field goal came right after the long 52-yard run by Thomas. Arkansas's defense came up with a big hold, but a big opening for Joe Harrow. Look at the acceleration, and Joe Harrow takes it all the way to the 6-yard line. My goodness, that was 70 yards on the run. Lawrence Richardson saved the touchdown.
One thing about Richardson at Galveston, Texas, he was a high school All-American track star. That's why Richardson caught him from behind.
Even as you were reporting. 1st and 15. Clausen now ready to air it out to the end zone for Parker. He had it, couldn't come down with it. It's incomplete. Lawrence Richardson on the coverage of Eric Parker. And like all Tennessee receivers, as far back as you can remember, sprinter speed that Richardson has to deal with tonight.
And we talked about, or you did, Dave, about how the speed has improved for this Arkansas defense. A great job by Richardson closing the distance. He's a guy last week who had a pick and then returned it for an interception. That's fantastic coverage. This defense had 3 interceptions last week in their win against UNLV.
Richardson has some speed himself, 10-2 in the 100 meters. Whitten went in motion. Quick toss to the outside. And turned away at the 42-yard line is Leonard Scott. Lawrence Richardson.
I mean, these two guys are your playmakers. Millen's in the game right here. Got to find ways to get him the football.
Millen's matched up against Richardson, and they go to Millen, tries to get behind Richardson, but does not accomplish it. Lawrence Richardson.
This was good coverage by Richardson, but Tyler Watts needs to throw this out over the outside shoulder. You see, he's got the separation. Don't throw the ball back inside. But good position by Lawrence Richardson.
Both offenses have moved it pretty consistently in the first few quarters. Green. Incomplete, and no flag for Edwards.
Mike Wild, they're disputing the call down there.
And the Arkansas defense a little bit back on their heels at the moment. So they again come with the blitz, and it's all picked up. Deep ball is intercepted by Caleb Miller. The linebacker way back, double covering Terrence Edwards with a return across midfield of 41 yards. And Houston Nutt hoped that his offense could get through a game without a turnover. Their defense forces the game's first turnover.
Bill, I thought he was going to come to the outside receiver because Caleb Miller stayed in the middle of the field. Lawrence Richardson made a nice play on the ball. It's going to go right down the middle.
It's a zone blitz, and that might have been a little interference there.
Georgia still with it. Houston Nutt can't believe it. It's 1st and 10 on the Razorback 12. And Green right away to the end zone for LeBron Mitchell, and incomplete.
The game is underway. The kick will be returned. Richardson from the 3. Back over the 5, the 10, the 15, the 20, 25, the 30. Richardson to the right sideline. He's going to go all the way. He's at the Weber State 30, the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Arkansas. 97 yards.
Play fake. Petty going deep. And that one's going to be intercepted by Lawrence Richardson inside the 10. Ryan Scott, the intended receiver, perfectly played by number 1, but there is a flag at the 16-yard line.
They put a lot of pressure on Arkansas's corners because they want the safeties to get up and help against the run. He's out there single. No help from a safety. Reads the ball perfectly. It's slightly overthrown, and Richardson with a great play.
On second down, Petty. Rush coming from the corner. He goes deep left side. Man coverage. Lawrence Richardson defending. He's already picked one off, and he's going to get into a little jawing now with the intended wide receiver, Matthew Thomas. Here's Petty. They're blitzing. He goes across the right side, and it's incomplete. Intended for Andre Gause, a freshman from Conway, South Carolina.
Lawrence Richardson, the sophomore out of Galveston, Texas, played at Ball High School on the coverage here. He funnels him inside. He's got free safety help and then does a nice job of just cutting off the receiver to the football.
For Arkansas, trying to figure out a way to stop Carnell. And he found a way with Lawrence Richardson stepping up from his corner spot to make the tackle. Top throws. Batted in the air, nearly picked off Lawrence Richardson with some great coverage on Silas Daniels.
Boy, and what Richardson did is he turned around and looked at the football and had good position. When the ball was thrown, he looked back, and he just used that body to keep the receiver away from it. That's a heads-up play. Arkansas is going to get good field position if Duval doesn't get a screamer here.
Richardson with his 12th pass defended this year, which is best on that Arkansas team in that secondary.
Flowers in motion. Manning rolling right. Looking. End zone. No, it's broken up. He had both Jamie Armstrong and Omar Rayford back there, but Ken Hamlin was back there too. 4 overtimes. Anybody?
Past my bedtime.
Quadruple overtime coming because of the 2-point miss. Lawrence Richardson almost with the intercept.
Good job right there again by Lawrence Richardson, knocking the ball down. Moving back a little bit. This is a tremendous interception right here. Unbelievable, Lawrence Richardson. Galveston, Texas has his mother up for the game.
Oklahoma trying at the minimum to get within field goal range. They throw it in the flat to Griffin, and right there to make the play is Richardson, native of Galveston, Texas.
Great open field one-on-one tackle. I mean, Griffin usually makes the first guy miss. When you break down and make a tackle that cleanly and that surely in the open field, that's a gold star on the forehead of Richardson.
Michael's got everybody on the offensive line to block. Strophus and Atkinson in at the tight end spot. Swilly knocked away at the last second. Pretty good play there by Lawrence Richardson.
It's a Luke in motion. Pressure off the corner, and they got it. 30 to 1. Lawrence Richardson, I beg your pardon. Lawrence Richardson on the corner blitz knocks him down for a 10-yard loss.
Lawrence Richardson right here coming off the corner out of Galveston, Texas. He's a track athlete, got great speed. He was a high school quarterback.
Call a timeout right after, let's see, that play, and then this one here is incomplete. Almost picked off by Lawrence Richardson. He thought he caught it.
Well, the crowd really has been taken out of the game for the moment. Jenkins trying to make something happen here. And Williamson, the intended receiver, might have been bumped by Lawrence Richardson. Certainly the crowd thought so, but there's no flag. And the pass is incomplete.
Just trying to get something to happen. But watch this. I think the ball hit him right in the arm. Look at this. Oh, man, it did. Lawrence Richardson, he had a shot to intercept this. Great position. He's running man for man with him. Look up at the ball, come down with it. Good coverage.
Junior from Galveston, Texas. Eric Kimry brought in to run the 3rd down and 10 play for South Carolina. Runs out of the pocket, throws on the run. The receiver's open, but it is underthrown. Richardson with the interception. He had the receiver, but Richardson dropping back, backpedaling. A reaching interception for Arkansas, his first of the year, the junior from Galveston, Texas, and his first career interception for the Razorbacks.
Yeah, Kimry just underthrew it. Lawrence Richardson, he just makes a spectacular catch. He's reading the quarterback's eyes, but he didn't have the coverage on the play. It was more from Kimry just underthrowing the play. I mean, watch the receiver in the back of Lawrence Richardson. But look at the catch. Go up high. Look at that. He had him wide open. But how about Richardson just climbing the ladder, going up high for the ball, reading the quarterback?
Yeah, they're very, very talented. Ooh, good play. Lawrence Richardson plays the ball extremely well. We get pressure. There's Caleb Miller coming in his face. Great hands right there by Lawrence Richardson. This is a good turnover. This is the situation you want them in. You want them in 3rd and long, and you force them into a bad throw, and that's great hands by Lawrence Richardson.
They came at Lawrence one too many times on that series.
They really did. I think Lawrence Richardson takes Fred down the ground there. He doesn't go down. The ball pops up. They go for 2, and Lawrence knocks it down. What happened right there? So that's another 15, and we've given them, oh, my goodness, Lawrence Richardson. Great hands. Lock the ball up. Goes down, and that's a big interception for us.
Sure is his second of the day.
York out of the shotgun again. Fires into the sideline. It is complete at the 20-yard line, but what a hit by Lawrence Richardson on the receiver that time.
5 wideouts. Incomplete. Reggie Robinson, but good recovery by Lawrence Richardson, who just reached right over the right shoulder pad and knocked that ball away.
Yeah, you know, a big play by the secondary, and this is a secondary that is very talented, very good, reaching inside there, knocking the ball away.
14 ticks left on the opening quarter clock. Shotgun, Randall. Near side, complete. Myers made the reception, knocked down by Richardson. That brings up 4th and 1, and the final seconds tick away here in the opening quarter.
How about that? Arkansas's defense, it's 1st and 5. They rear their necks up there, and they hold them.
Antoine Burns in motion. The pass is incomplete at the 3-yard line, intended for Jared Ellison, who is working on Lawrence Richardson. Total package. Abdul Khalik into the end zone, incomplete. Intended for UTEP, no flag on the play. It was defended well by Lawrence Richardson.
And you see the explosiveness of Lawrence Richardson. I mean, he just accelerated right there to make a play on that football.
Richardson leads the team in interceptions and just barely deflected that one away. Nose of the ball resting just outside the 5.
Ole Miss now with a 3rd and long. And incomplete. Manning trying to hit Espy. With Richardson hanging on him, but not enough contact for a flag this time.
11 catches now for a die, including an early touchdown. Walk to the air again. Long wings it deep. Incomplete inside the 5. Henderson had his hands on it, and Lawrence Richardson was able to rake it away.
Just outstanding defensive play by the senior from Galveston, Texas, Lawrence Richardson. 4.4 speed, good closing speed right here. Just got his paw in there and ripped it out. Good breaking the ball, good technique, and that's why he's so highly thought of.
And that ball just slightly underthrown into the teeth of a stiff northerly breeze.
And Devery Henderson had got deep on him and had a step or two on Richardson, but he just good closing speed.
Richardson out of Galveston.